Hola, yo soy Señora Loera, tu maestra de español. Hoy vamos a hablar otra vez de más descripciones, more descriptions. We're going to talk about a verb that we use that's called the verb to be, el verbo ser. This verb means to be. I'll explain how to put the verb in the different pronouns depending who are we talking about, if we're talking about myself or we're talking about someone else. And in this specific scenario, we're going to put descriptions tied to it. Por ejemplo, things we have permanently. I'm a boy, I am a girl, I am a teenager, I am Mr., Mrs., I am tall, I am skinny, and so on. So descriptions that describe us physically, and they are permanent-ish. Vamos a empezar. So vamos a pensar en el on the chart we have del verbo ser, ¿sí? So again, yo soy, tú eres, él or ella es. This means yo soy, I am, talking about yourself. Tú eres, you are, talking about someone else. Él or ella es, talking about someone specifically that we know who. This is the singular part of the chart, correct? Now, when it's plural and we're included, we use nosotros. Nosotros somos. That means we are. And the last one, ellos son. That means they are. So let's go over the whole chart again. Yo soy, tú eres, él or ella es, nosotros somos, y ellos son. So let's talk about girl or boy, man or woman. So we will use, if we're talking about myself, I'm going to write, I am a girl. We can write, soy mujer. That means lady. Soy una chica. That means I am a girl. I'm a lady, I'm a girl. Two different ways of saying it. Let's talk about Pedro. Pedro is a guy, he's a boy. Pedro, we would use es. Es hombre. Pedro es un chico. We're talking about someone else. Look at the chart and try to think, try to say, I am a girl, I am a boy. I am a guy, I am a lady. So we have in Español two ways of talking to someone when they are like saying a pronoun to say Mr., Miss, or Mrs. We'll add it here as well. Señor. Señor. And we abbreviate it like this. That means Mr. When we want to say Mrs., Señora. Como yo, Señora Loera. Or señorita when someone's not married. So I can say, yo soy Señora Loera. I am Miss Loera. Él es Señor Pedro. He is Mr. Pedro. Now let's add more things like he's a baby, he's a child, he's a toddler, he is an old person. Let's just add more information to it, and I'll put the English next to it. Niño, niña. Or when we're a little bit younger, bebé. And because bebé ends with an E, we don't know if it's a girl or a boy. So for both of them, we will use bebé. Es we can say un bebé or es una bebé to say if it's a girl or boy. Niño, niña, and adolescente. Adolescente, he's a teenager. So bebé and adolescente end with an E. So we just say un adolescente if it's a boy or una adolescente if it's a girl. Now let's think about someone older. We can say anciano or anciana. That means older. So this is an older person. So let's go in order. Un bebé, una bebé. If we're talking about someone else, es un bebé, es una bebé. We're talking about someone specifically. Eres niño, eres niña. That's a girl or boy. Un adolescente, una adolescente. If we're all, let's say we're all teenagers, I would say, and I'm included, I would say somos, because that's we, adolescentes. I would add an S to adolescente to make it plural, because I'm included. It's the plural side of the chart. Somos adolescentes. Let's add some information when we say descriptions of ourselves. I'll just write a few of them, and in another video we can write just a long list of different descriptions. But since right now we're just talking about the verb to be, el verbo ser, let's just add a little bit more to it. Por ejemplo, alto. And if I'm a girl, I would say alta. This means tall. In Spanish, every word has a gender. If they end with an O, most of the time they're talking about a boy, a guy. If they end with an A, they're talking about a girl. All the things have a gender too. So you would have to know what's the word because it has to match what you're talking about. Alto, alta. Bajo, baja if you're a girl. This means short. Gordo, gorda. In Spanish, gorda, this means fat, but it doesn't sound as bad. It can be something, a way to tell someone like in a nice way, in a lovely way to say gordita. That means like little chubby. And English sounds terrible. In Spanish, it's not that bad. Let's go back. But gordo y gorda. And the opposite, flaco and flaca. So let's put this together on a sentence. Talking about myself, which is most commonly what we use, is yo soy Señora Loera. Yo soy alta. That means I'm tall. So just putting together, it's the verb to be. How am I? Am I tall? Am I short? Am I skinny? We'll learn more descriptions on our next video. But in this video, I just wanted to explain the verb to be and how we're going to use it to describe. The most common mistake with this verb is using it for age. In Español, we use age to say we have this many years. We say it, the verb tener. So for age, we use the verb tener. That means you have this many years. We don't use ser. We use tener. This means to have. I've explained the verb to have in another video, but we can talk about telling my age really quick. It's not yo soy, I am, but yo tengo, I have. Yo tengo 39 años. You can go back to our video with the numbers and you can practice your age. This video is not intent to go deep on the age, but I just wanted to make a difference between the description of the verb to be and the verb to have that we use for age. So let's just go over the verbs again and try to put several descriptions together to talk about yourself, to talk about someone else, to do it in the plural form like we are. So I'll say 3 sentences. Yo soy una chica. Yo soy baja. Because I'm a girl. Ellos son adolescentes. Ellos son gordos. So they are teenagers and they are chubby or fat. And that was it for today, talking about descripciones. Yo soy Señora Loera, tu maestra de español. Adiós.